Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sahkti. My official number is A1M218121. In this video, I want to presenting my article about student perception of Google Classroom as an LMS during the COVID-19 pandemic. Introduction. The COVID-19 pandemic has an impact on the educational aspect. The learning process has changed from conventional to online learning. One important element of implementing online learning is the availability of an LMS. Google Classroom is an LMS that can be used in the online learning process. This LMS is supported by various features that can be elaborated to support the learning process. In this study, student perception were analyzed and interpreted regarding the use of Google Classroom in the learning process during the COVID-19 pandemic. In the next slide, research question: how students' perception of Google Classroom as an LMS during the COVID-19 pandemic. Literature review. COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered type of coronavirus. On March 11, 2020, WHO declared this outbreak a global pandemic. In the online learning process, it is important to add educational message to parents and students about the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak. Other learning media that have been widely applied to the learning process is Google Classroom. Google Classroom is an application that can support the process teaching and learning. Sahkti et al. 2016. Besides, Google Classroom is an application that can be used as learning management system (LMS) and is flexible. This application can be implemented on scientific materials, SOSUM, and learning material related to technology, information, and communication. Hapsari 2019, Muslik 2019, and Tumenkol 2020. Methodology. The participant consists of 74 people in class 10 IPA and 11 IPA at SMA Negeri 1 Pasir Putih. The instrument is a questionnaire that has been valid and given to each student. The questionnaire consists of 10 statements. Each statement is given 5 answer options. Result and discussion. The result, analysis and interpretation show that 39.18% feel very excited by implementing Google Classroom in the learning process during the COVID-19 pandemic. 41.89% of students very happy with the process Google Classroom integrated learning. 47.30% of students feel happy about the acquisition of grades during the learning process assisted by Google Classroom. 41.89% of students feel that they are not burdened with the tasks given by the teacher during the learning process assisted by Google Classroom. 51.35% felt normal in doing independent tasks given via Google Classroom. 39.19% of students feel interested in implementing Google Classroom as an LMS in the learning process. 36.49% feel enthusiastic. The next slide, discussion. Student perception is an important indicator that is closely related to the process learning. student perception are closely related to learning outcomes. Najishun and Pinarso 2070, Marhen 2050, Sabtra and Shafiq 2016. Students who have the perception of good ones will generally optimize the self-study process, which can improve students' learning outcomes. The last is conclusion. Google Classroom is an application-based LMS that can be used as an online learning management platform. This application is equipped with various features that can use as a facility to support the learning process. On implementation, this application has advantage and disadvantage that can be affect students' perception of its use. In general, students have good perception of the implementation of Google Classroom in learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, I think enough for my presenting. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.